It's been a minute. We got this. Here we go. This feels real, right? It's basketball season. It's upon us now. So we're really excited about this year. We're really excited about opening up next week with our exhibition game. And I always look at our exhibition games as being able to play with a uniform on, with fans in the stands, with the lights on. I think I think we need that. I think when you have the atmosphere that you have at the University of Tennessee for women's basketball games, I think our players, especially our young ones, need to get that under their belt. So we're really excited about that. On a personal note, when Georgia College comes in, the opposing coach and I might resemble because that's my brother, and it's a really special opportunity for us to get to compete against each other. That may not ever happen again, and it's a pretty unique opportunity. Our team has practiced really hard. We've had great chemistry. We have really played for each other. I think we're really progressing. We're moving in the right direction. I think we're probably a little further along defensively at this point than we were last year. We still have a lot of work to do on both ends of the court, but the prospects of this year are really exciting in the style of play that I think we can put on the court. Really looking forward to getting going. We do have a few players that may or may not be on the court today, banged up, nothing serious, with the exception of Marta Suarez, who does have a foot injury, and she will not be playing this year. So it's unfortunate for her, unfortunate for our team, because I think she brings great talent, great size, competitiveness to the court. So we will be there to support her throughout her rehab and look forward to getting her on the court in the future.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and take our first question from Maria Cornelius.
Coach, this is your third year, but the first 2 years were anything but normal. One ended early with a pandemic. The second one started late in a pandemic. How much are you looking forward to as much normalcy as possible this season?
We've talked about that. I'm excited about this feeling more normal. And in addition to that, when your players walk out there and they know the drills and they can repeat your words verbatim, they understand what you want, it feels good. It feels really good to be established with this team, with the program, and I am looking forward to some normalcy. I'm looking forward to fans in the stands and the excitement that we can generate and our fans can generate. I think sports was a much needed thing during 2020, and hopefully we can get back to some normalcy in 21 here.
Other questions, please? Madison in the back.
Coach, unfortunate news to hear about Marta, but with her being out, just how big of a gap does maybe that now get filled with Alexis Guy and what she was able to do at Troy during that season as well?
Yeah, so I think, when I look at our team, I think one of our strengths is our depth, which is really good in this situation. We have players that we feel like can step in and make plays. Obviously, Alexis Guy is very experienced. She brings unique skill set in that she is very athletic, plays with great aggressiveness on both ends of the court. She runs the floor well. She's competitive. I think that experience and competitiveness alone will help us immediately. But we also have other players that can step in, hopefully, and provide some depth in that spot. Some of the young ones, Sarah Puckett, we have Kean Green back, Caroline Strickland. So we have hopefully players that will be able to fill that role.
Go next to Ryan and then Zach.
You guys have a really challenging non-conference schedule, both in the number of quality teams you play and some top three teams. Just how did that schedule come about, and how important is it to your program to be playing these types of matchups?
Right. I think, my philosophy has always been, regardless of where I've coached, my philosophy has always been to challenge our team in the non-conference schedule. And we understand what the SEC is going to be. We understand it's going to be a huge challenge. You're talking about the best conference in the country. So our non-conference schedule needs to help push us to be the best team that we can be, but also to prepare us for our SEC schedule as well. And, you come to Tennessee to play the best. You come here to really compete at an elite level. And when we put our schedule together, that's what we're planning on doing.
Zach in the back.
So you kind of mentioned being ahead on defense. Do you mean kind of in relation to last year at this time? Do you attribute some of that, I guess, maybe to the girls being able to kind of be together and communicate? They're not sequestered as much as maybe they were a season ago at this time.
Honestly, I think we're a little bit ahead defensively because our personalities really mesh. We're very aggressive right now, and we're a little bit more risk taking. Maybe a little bit more ball pressure. I think it's our personalities are more in line of where I want to be defensively, and I think because of that, we've been able to assess where they're at and give them a little bit more, and really push them on their defensive end.
Next, we'll go with Kellyanne in the back, followed by Tyler, and then Cora.
Hey, Coach, is there someone who's maybe surprised you this spring season, either a returner who has elevated their game so far, or maybe somebody new to the program?
So I'm pretty positive I will never be surprised at anything positive, and that is because my expectations are so high. And when I look at a player, I'm always thinking about what they can do, about where they can go. So it is really, really hard to surprise me because I'm already there, right? And I think right now I've been proud of a lot of players, but those players that have excelled, right there where I think they should be.
Tyler, and then Cora.
Coach, you hit on it a little bit already, but it seems like this is a pretty versatile team. I mean, you have experience at pretty much every position. How versatile do you think this team is, and how much do you think that's going to help you this season?
I think that's a great statement. We're very versatile. I think we have a lot of players that can do a lot of different things. We have players that we can slide in multiple positions, whether that be 1-2s, 3-4s, 4-5s. I mean, we can really move people around. We can change the look of our team. We can go a little smaller and really quick. We can go really big. We can put in a pretty good motion team that can spread the floor and shoot it. We can put a quick hit team. We can put a lot of different looks on the team because of that versatility. We can put a lot of different looks on the court because of that versatility. And I do think that could be a really good strength of ours this year.
Go next with Cora, followed by Madison, and then Steffi Sorensen on Zoom.
You've got a talented freshman class. You mentioned a couple already, but who do you see, getting in the rotation early, making an impact?
Yeah, so based on how our young players have performed this summer and this fall, Sarah Puckett has really stood out with her ability to put the ball in the hole, pass, dribble, rebound. She's very intelligent. She has a great skill set with great size. Kaya Wynn is very athletic and very aggressive. I think she's going to be one of our better perimeter defenders right off the bat, and she's a very good rebounder as well. Her high motor is infectious. I think we'll take on a lot of that personality. Brooklyn Miles, she's not as tall as some of our other players, but she has a big motor and can really affect the ball handler with her defense. She handles the ball well. And then Caroline Strickland, also big motor, physical on the block, one of the most determined young women I've ever coached. I think she's just going to figure it out somehow, some way. So I think they bring a lot of want to. They've been in the gym a lot this summer and this fall. They're all about the team first. They've been great additions both on and off the court.
Madison in the back.
Coach, obviously a big loss with Renata Davis going to the WNBA, but specifically, how have Jordan Horston and Ray Brown kind of embraced the leadership role?
Yeah, so I think, when you have a player like Renata Davis leave, you're not going to bring anyone in that's going to be that, Not immediately. I mean, she was an experienced veteran who could put the ball in the hole. And we saw that for years and years, big play after big play. So I think for us, our team has to look a little different to be successful. We don't have Renaya to throw it to and sit back and watch. So, now that's where Jordan Horston has to be a little bit more aggressive offensively. I think Ray just needs to be Ray. Ray Brill can put the ball in the hole. Ray has big motor, plays downhill. She's versatile in her ability to score. So I think right now we just need Ray to be Ray, and Jordan is her game. I feel like has matured a lot over the course of her career here, and experience is an unbelievable teacher, and I think she carries herself in a different way now with even more confidence. And I think because of both of those players' big game experience, their teammates look to them and kind of a natural leadership positions.
Take our next question from Zoom from Steffi Sorensen.
Hey Kelly, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I wish I was there, but I'll take it. It's good to see you. I just want to talk a little bit about Tamara Key. I mean, I really enjoyed watching her grow last season, and especially at the SEC tournament. Where has she grown the most, heading into this season?
So I think Tamari's growth, I think she's continuing to grow. Her projection is sky's the limit, right? And I think for her, a lot of her growth this year and this summer is the mental side, the understanding, wanting the basketball, understanding how to work to get the basketball, walking on the court with a presence, with confidence. And I think that's where we'll see big leaps from her this year. I'm excited for her. I think we obviously have assistant coaching changes. I think Joy McCorvey has been great for Tamari already. Tamari and I actually were talking about this yesterday, and how Joy has come in with new, fresh ideas, and it's really pushing Tamari. And I think that's really good for her game to be able to expand that and now be a little bit more savvy veteran. I'm excited for her, and I'm excited to continue to watch her growth.
Go next to Maria.
Coach, for your years here and preceding you, Tennessee has had freshmen in the starting lineup, and I have said that's not necessarily an option, it's more of a necessity. You've reached the point now where you do not have to start a freshman. You could if they earn it, but what does that say about your team's growth and the fact that you now are getting a much more upperclassman set on your roster?
Yeah, I think when you look at consistent teams, I think you see veterans. And they don't have to be the biggest superstar veterans, but veterans make a difference. They've been there, done that. They understand the system. They can make changes on the fly. They play with a little bit more poise at times. So I'm excited about all of our returners. I know we talk about Ray and Jordan and Tamari, but Jordan Walker, Kean Green, Tess Darby, Jesse, Emily. Our players that have been here, they know drills, they know plays, they know philosophy, they know the opponents. There's just a confidence and a poise that a veteran team has. And I think this year's a really good example of a nice mixture. The freshness, the newness of young players with the confidence and poise of veterans. I'm excited about that for you.
Cora.
Kelly, you've got 2 new assistant coaches this year. How have you meshed as a coaching staff, and what strengths do Sam and Joy bring to your staff?
So I think our staff has come in, hit the ground running, both on the court with our current team and in the recruiting area. And I think what they're bringing experience at an elite level. I think Samantha Williams is obviously coached in the Final Four. She understands what it looks like to put together a championship team. And she understands what a championship team needs to look like in practice every single day. And in particular, the number of WNBA players that she has coached, I think, has been really beneficial for our current team. And they can really trust that, that her knowledge and experience is gonna help them. Joy McCorvey comes in with a lot of fire. She is pushing her players. She is challenging them every day. I think she comes in with some like I said earlier, fresh ideas that are really taking our players another step forward. The staff has meshed tremendously. We love working together. We have a lot of fun, and really, really enjoy this team.
Daily Beacon.
Coach, with as much experience as you all have, how much is that going to help you heading into SEC play and potentially turning play in the future?
Yeah, I think you rely on your experience in a lot of ways. You can't skip that step. So one of the things I'm excited about in November is getting some of these young players, some of these freshmen, some big minutes, because when we get to SEC play, I need them to be a little bit more like sophomores than freshmen, and I think one thing that's going to help them are our upperclassmen who have been there, and they're going to be able to share those experiences with them, but also walk on the court confident in a lot of situations.
Mentioning the WNBA earlier, your players know going in to be part of the team that this is a team that makes WNBA players. Did you have any specific reactions or the team at all to seeing a VFL lady ball for life, Candace Parker, winning the whole WNBA championship?
Yeah, I know we talked about it as a team, both Candace and Diamond DeShields being able to win a championship. They made it easy because the two Lady Vols were on the same team, so I didn't have to pick and choose. I was cheering. I know at one point I was fist pumping pretty heavily. The games were terrific, competitive, and I think great for women's basketball, but also great for Lady Vol Nation. And I think it's inspiring to our players to see what they can be someday.
We'll go ahead and wrap this portion up and then reset the table and bring the players on. Thank you, Coach.
All right. Thank you, guys.